Happy Friday to you all, and some of you are happier than others because you were able to get your hands on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Or maybe you're happy because you were able to get a Apple Watch Series 5 LTE. This is EBPMAN Tech Reviews, and today we're going to do an unboxing, first impression of both of these products, and we're going to combine it with an unboxing review and fit and finish of two UAG cases. They're going to be excellent for your iPhone 11 Pro Max. Let's check it out. Now, many of you today are picking up your Apple Watch 5 or you're picking up your iPhone 11. And you may be thinking about a case. What case should you pick up? So if you're in the process of considering cases, we're going to take a look at two cases. We're going to look at the Monarch series from UAG, and we're going to take a look at this other case here. This is a Metropolis case, but this is a wallet case. Both of them are going to provide excellent protection for your iPhone 11. So let's get right to it. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unbox the iPhone 11. And this is a Pro Max version. So we're going to go ahead and open it up so you can see what's included. So this is how it's positioned. We'll take this out. You'll notice again, just like the model that we're looking at, has the multiple cameras and the flash in place. So we'll go ahead and put this over to the side. That's what it looks like from that side. And in the box, we have our power brick. And you'll notice that this power brick is larger because it's a fast power brick finally. We also then have our wired earbuds, or AirPods if you want to look at them that way. And then, unfortunately, what you have here is a USB-C, but before you get excited, it's one side USB-C and proprietary Apple connector on the other. So pretty simple unboxing, because this is what you'll find with the iPhone. Let's move on now to the Apple Watch. All right, so next thing we're going to take a look at is the Apple Watch. So we'll go ahead and open it up. I'm just going to remove the major components here. And this is a 44 millimeter with LTE capabilities, because I want to compare this to the Samsung Active LTE once that becomes available. So we're going to open this up like this so you can see what's in here. So here you have the power cable, the wireless charger that you have right here, and then here you have your Apple Watch. And again, it does not have the solid, I would say, red here like you've seen before. I think it was a 3 that had that. So this is what your Apple Watch would look like. I'll put it right here. I'm not going to remove any of these things because really all you have is the charger. You have your little power brick, and that's it. And then over here what you have is your band. So the band is the sports band. I didn't, we get a lot of bands on the channel, so I opted not to spend any money and pick up one of their bands, because we'll get a lot of band manufacturers sending us stuff to review, and frankly I kind of like theirs much better. So here we have the bands, and we'll open this up, and then you can see how you have, this is the sports band. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to working out. Right, you have two sizes here. You have the longer one and the shorter one. I think I'm going to leave the longer one in there, probably grab the shorter one. I think the shorter one's going to work for me because I have smaller wrists. Yeah, I think that's going to work. We'll see that in a second. Put that aside. And then all we'll do is we'll slide this in here. So I like putting this side right here on this side. Let's see, is this correct? Looks like it's correct. So we'll put it in just like that. So that slides into place. And then we'll slide this one in right here. And now that's set up. All right. So there we have it. So we have Apple Watch, our phones, and now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the Apple iPhone 11, and we'll do a startup, and then we'll check out the cases that we just got. Now, as we watch the iPhone start up, what we're going to do is we're going to check out both of the cases, and we'll see how they charge as well as how they fit. Now, both of the cases here are from UAG, and they're one of my favorite case manufacturers because they create some very thin profile cases that give you extreme drop protection. So these are going to be twice the standard drop protection. And then this is also a gray or leather case. So you'll notice we had this on our Note 10 Plus. I love this look. So you have the leather here, and then you have a combination of TPU as well as some metal material. You'll notice how it's really rugged case. I like the way it pops out here on the sides. You can see that. And then this is going to really do a nice job of protecting. You notice also here it's kind of raised, which is going to give you some extra cushion. So if I take my iPhone, and you want to see what that looks like, put it right here. You'll notice that it gives you great screen protection. So you notice how much it comes up, right, on the sides. On here, you'll notice how sleek that looks. We'll flip this over here. This is how nice it looks in the back. Great camera protection right there. You notice again, everything is, the bumpers are really nice. How you have your mute rocker there, really nice access here. And then you notice this right here. So really easy to hold. And if we were to move this aside and grab a charger, let's go ahead and grab a charger. I'll bring it over here and we want to see if this charges. You'll notice that it charges without any kind of problem. So great screen protection, great camera protection, and it's a good option. Now for those of you who are interested in maybe, let's say, a wallet case, this is a great option too. So let's take a look at this. I had a case similar to this on my iPad, right? Looked like this. And what I like about this is, again, you do have a credit card storage area here, and it gives you the ability to kind of push up your cards. We'll see. I think I have a card that we can put in right here. Now we'll use this one here. I have a SIM card that we can put in place. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to put it in here, and then what you can do is just push up like this to take out your card. So great for a credit card, great for a driver's license, whatever you want to store there. So we'll go ahead and take this out. And then as we look at the case, you'll notice that the case has some similar features, like really, really similar to the other one. So you'll notice it has this raised pattern right here. This is a little bit more flexible. It's not as rigid because it doesn't have kind of the spine that we see here. See that spine? Which is going to give you some great rigidity. Over here, though, you do have this TPU material that's going to provide some really decent protection too, because it is a drop protection certified case. And if we go back to the case for a second, you'll notice that it is a drop test certified. Not a 2-time certified like the other one, but it's still going to give you that protection. And what I like about this is that if you are one of those people that are concerned about putting screen protectors or just don't want to go through it, this is going to give you some nice protection. Still recommend the screen protector, especially if you're going to put credit cards in here. But notice how nice this is. Again, great bumper protection on the sides. All your cutouts are nice. Notice here, volume. I like the buttons here. Your mute rocker there is good. If you look on the back, again, same depth when it comes to your camera area. And I like that it has this little magnetic kind of clasp right there. So it's not going to open at all. And then you can open it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it right here to see if it charges. Yep. And it is charging. You can see that little charging symbol. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll power up the phone, completely set that up, and then we'll come back and we'll just give you a quick preview. You know, the neat thing about this is that if you have an iPhone 10 right now, if you have any older iPhone that has the current operating system, for the most part, your experience is going to be the same. There are some unique small differences that may or may not make it worth you purchasing this new phone, but we'll give you a sense of what it looks like for those of you who are curious. All right, guys, so the setup is complete. I just want to do a couple comparisons before we look at the iPhone 11. So this is the Apple Watch Series 5, 44mm with the bands on. Now what I want to do is just bring it close to the Apple Series 4 with the actual different watch bands, so just so you can see what the differences are. Let me go ahead and log into this so we can see what this looks like. And just from an overall experience perspective, this one does have a dome glass screen protector. So we're going to do a dome glass screen protector install on this one so you can see how that works. And for the most part, if we look at just the physical aspects of them, you'll notice that they're very similar. Now, there are some new features with the Series 5 that give you a always-on display. So if I were to put my hand on it, you'll notice that the display looks a little bit more opaque. It doesn't look as vibrant because this is what the always-on would look like. So I'm going to wake it up and then it gets brighter. So what it's actually doing is it's reducing the refresh rate really, really low, and then the actual colors get a little bit opaque. So it has the ability to see it at all times. Most folks that have an Apple Watch note that the screen goes dim or black completely. It's not dim, and you really can't see the time, and there's no update. So with the new one, that's one of the features you have. Now both of these are the type that you can make phone calls, so you can see that they have, both of them have the little circle or red line around the crown. And you notice that for the most part, they look exactly the same. Look at the back. And we'll flip this over. Same color, same type. This is the aluminum version. And then as far as the weight, from a weight perspective, they really feel similar. I really can't tell a difference. No one would know, with the exception of that always-on display if you have a 4 or 5. So now as we look at the iPhone, big differences here And we have a sample phone. I think I have it over here. So let me show you how close the sample was, because we've been looking at sample phones as we're doing our case reviews. And then here you have the sample, and then here you have the actual iPhone. You'll notice as I put this in an angle, yeah, there's some differences maybe with the how the lenses come out. So you'll notice that the lenses of your camera actually come out, which in my opinion is not a good thing, because that means that it gives you an opportunity to scratch them. Over here, they're actually flush in this dummy phone. And then as we turn this over, you'll notice that pretty much, the buttons are where they're supposed to be. The screen is, again, pretty similar. The one thing here that you can see that it has kind of like the chin. You don't see the chin on this one because it's actually off. But again, where the sensor is and that stuff on the top still looks pretty accurate. And then over here you can see some of the buttons, and then where the SIM tray is also pretty accurate too. So we'll flip that over so you can see the top. The top seems to be pretty much the same, and then the bottom is where we never knew if this was going to be a USB-C or proprietary Apple connector. We all know that that's already the Apple connector. As far as the software goes, this is running iOS 13. We're going to have a kind of like a tutorial and reviews like we normally do, but it's an iPhone. So as you swipe back and forth, the experience is the same. When you go into settings, everything is the same. So there's really nothing really exciting here, except that you do have some exciting features when it comes to camera. So now finally you have a wide angle camera. You have also something that they call a slow motion selfie, a slowfie maybe, selfie. I don't know how they say it, but it's a slow version of a selfie. It's gimmicky. I don't know if I would ever use it, but they've done some more tweaking to the camera. And from the reviews that I've seen so far, the camera is actually really good. So it's definitely something, if you're looking for camera quality, the camera definitely has been improved. Battery life also on the Pro is a little bit better. And we're going to be doing some other tests. I'm going to be comparing this to the iPhone 10. So we'll see how those compare. So that was unboxing, initial impression, also the cases that you can pick up if you don't have one yet. And then we also did kind of like a comparison to the original Apple Watch, or the Apple Watch Series 4. Let me know if you're interested in products for the iPhone. We have cases coming. We have also tempered glass screen protector. So we're going to do this review of this product from Whitestone Dome Glass. We're going to install this. I'm going to show you how you can put this on your Apple Watch. We also have tempered glass screen protectors coming for the iPhone 11. So a lot of other things are going to come on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell icon. And then let us know what you're interested in learning, or what else you'd like to see for either the Apple Watch, like bands, or other accessories. Love to hear from you.